Hi everybody, welcome. I'm going to start my timer over here. My name is Paige. Welcome to my at-home studio with club form. So we'll go ahead and get started on our mats. If you want to go ahead and face towards wherever you want the front to be. Knees wide on your mat, big toes touch, fingertips spread wide. Slide your fingertips forward, dropping your head down in child's pose, and take a few breaths here. So I applaud you for showing up on your mat in your home, right? I know home practice is actually a lot harder than going to a studio. I know it's hard enough to get to a gym or a studio, but actually having the discipline to do it at home when no one's watching and doesn't know how hard you're pushing yourself, I give yourself a lot of credit for that. So we're going to just move through and move our bodies and get rid of some of any stuck emotions and any energy that's not serving us. So take a few more breaths here. I invite you at any point to close your eyes so you can focus on what's going on within you internally. And then that way, you can make the most out of your practice. So you can come back to this pose at any point, modify it as you need. You're gonna see my cats walking by, but most of the time you don't even need to look at the screen unless you're not sure. So just listening to my cues and I'll take you through it. So take 3 more breaths here, really getting rooted, getting grounded so we can build off of that nice strong energy. Listen to that breath. And one more together. And we'll rise up into our tabletop, fingertips spread nice and wide. And from here, let's go ahead and flip our fingertips back, palms down. It's good to get that wrist and forearm stretch going on here. So if you'd like to, we'll go ahead and take a few cat-cows. So on the exhale, round your spine, chin in towards your chest, belly up and in. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, gaze up. Exhale, round it in. Breathe through the nose, inhale. We want to heat up our bodies. Exhale. With the breath, with the movement. Just 3 more times. Connect the breath and the movement. So this is like a nice fluid dance here. Inhale. Exhale. Really exaggerate it as much as you can. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Neutral spine. And then fingertips go ahead and face up, palms, her fingertips face up, palms facing, fingertips pointing in, palms facing up. Oh, can't talk. We'll rock a little left and right here. And just be really kind to your body as we warm it up here. Maybe you're a little extra stiff if you've been at home a lot, just sitting a lot, and that's okay, right? Just forgive yourself, be kind to your body. And we'll come back with fingertips straight forward. And then from here, let's straighten out the legs into a high plank. So go ahead and really push through your heels, shoulders over wrist. Push the ground away, either gaze down or a little bit forward. 2 more breaths. Tap into your strength, right? It's in there. 1 more. Exhale. And then from here, shift forward, tippy toes. You can take your knees on the way down if you'd like, all the way down to the ground. Press the tops of the feet so much that the kneecaps start to lift. So you have nice active legs. Roll the shoulders back, gaze down. Inhale, lift up for your baby back bend and cobra. Exhale, lower it back and down. Just waking up the back. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more with breath. Inhale. Exhale. Toes curl under. Either push up into tabletop or high plank into downward facing dog. And we'll pedal the feet out, wiggle it out in the shoulders, your neck, and your head. And then from here, feet together. Inhale up on your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees and sink down towards your hips, or your hips towards your heels. And then rock your hips to the left and the right. Bend 1 knee and straighten it out a little bit. And then shift forward, high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale, Pull the shoulders back, kneecaps are off the ground. Toes curl back under downward facing dog. Feet together, inhale, tippy toes. Bend your knees, this time step or maybe hop. Top of the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen out, long, long spine here. Look down, lift your shoulders. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, soften the knees. One more like that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Come all the way up for chair pose. So bend the knees, reach the arms up. Take a moment here, sit down, lift the toes, open the hands, big breath in. Airplane your arms on the exhale. Come all the way up for Tadasana, big breath in. Back bend here, open your heart, open your throat, and then lift your sternum higher. Inhale, reach it back up high. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Halfway lift, lengthen out. Plant your palms, step back to high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale, pull through, kneecaps up. Toes curl back under, downward facing dog. Press into those hands all the way. Bring your right leg high on the inhale. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Inhale, bring it back up high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. We're gonna drop the back knee down, the left knee down. Keep your right knee in your right armpit. And you may not straighten out the front leg. I'm probably not gonna straighten out all the way, but move your back knee a little further back. Keep your gaze forward in front of your mat. Start to flex your whole right foot up. As you pull the hips back, you can walk your hands back a little bit if you'd like, but try to keep your knee towards your armpit. We're gonna try that 2 more times. Inhale, come forward, knee over the ankle. Exhale, pull it back. One more like that. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, pull it back. Keeping the knee in the armpit the whole time. Then from here, drop your right foot down. Straighten out the back leg. Step back to high plank. Downward facing dog. Bring your left leg high, inhale. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Inhale, high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. We're gonna drop the back knee down. So basically when you sink forward here, you wanna try to get a nice long line from the back knee to the front knee. A nice long diagonal line here. Take an inhale on your fingertips, knee in your armpit. And on the exhale, keep the gaze forward, flex the whole foot up, draw the hips back. We're trying to keep the spine still really long here. 2 more. Inhale, pull forward and up. Exhale, soften the elbows back at the same time. 1 more time. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, pull it back. Drop your left foot down, straighten your back leg. Step back into high plank, press into the palms. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. There goes Jackson. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, step or hop. Top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. 1 time, exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, inhale. We're creating some heat in the body. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg high, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Keep the knee in the armpit, drop the back knee down, inhale. Exhale, pull it back. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, keep the gaze forward. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, pull it back. Drop your right foot down. Straighten the back leg, downward facing dog. Left leg high, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Drop your right knee down. Jackson, get out of the way. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, pull it back. I'm sure you guys are finding this entertaining. Inhale, pull it forward. Exhale, pull it back. Ride the wave. Inhale, pull it forward. Use your breath. Exhale. Back into low lunge. Straighten your back leg. Step back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, pull it forward. Drag the feet forward. Toes curl back under. Downward facing dog. Now we're getting our bodies a little more heated up. If you need to cool down, you can always exhale through your mouth or take a break or sip some water. Let's play with this a little bit more. Feet together. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, step or hop. Top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose. Inhale. Airplane your arms and lift the heels. Stay with it. One more breath here. And then separate the knees. Fingertips spread wide. Press into the hands. Knees into the back of the arms here. Maybe lean forward a little bit more, and then get the feet to hover, finding your crow. Even if you want to play different variations, you could pause this, right? You can go with anywhere you want with this. It's all up to you. This is your practice. Give it a few more moments, just being a little playful, right? Getting out of this serious energy in life and allowing yourself to enjoy being at home and finding some playful energy. It doesn't have to be perfect to be really awesome, because we're growing through this whole process no matter what it looks like. Find your way back into a forward fold, all the way up to Tadasana. Inhale, back bend on the exhale. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, hands come to prayer. And from here, let's go ahead and bring the arms back up. And let's hook our thumbs up. Fingertips spread wide, hook up the thumbs. We're gonna go ahead and reach up. Relax the shoulders down. Now let's go ahead and reach over to the side. Doesn't matter which side. Inhale, back up. Hips and shoulders stay forward. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step back, high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Down dog on the exhale. Right leg goes high, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, high. Exhale, bring it through. Low lunge. This time, can you keep the back leg straight and try this out? So at home, we may not have blocks. Water bottles are good height. Anything else you have you think might work, you could always modify it any way you'd like. Knee into the armpit. Keep the gaze forward, just like we did with the back knee down, and straighten out the front leg to your degree. Mine's not straightening out all the way. It might look like it on camera, but it's not. See, it's about right here. Keep the integrity in the pose more than just trying to like make it look cool. Breathe here. Stay with it. It's okay if your body's tight, right? Forgive yourself for anything you've been doing or not been doing. Just be really kind to yourself through this practice. And then we'll go ahead and bend the front knee. And from here, let's step back into a three-legged down dog. Bend your knee here. Open up your hips. So the weight is still equal in the hands. Press the left heel down. If you want to rotate your ankle or move your knee around, go for it. And drop that left foot down. Or sorry, right foot down. Left leg high, inhale. Knee to nose on the exhale. Inhale, bring it back up high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. So we're going to keep the back leg straight. It can bend a little, just try to keep it off the ground. And we're going to bring the left knee into the left armpit, literally. So pulling the heart forward, long spine here. And we're going to keep the foot down. You can flex the toes up, but the foot's going to stay down for this. And we're going to see how much we can straighten out the front leg. It's probably not going to straighten out very much. That's okay. Breathe here. Really use that breath, right? So that breath is always in the present moment. Oh my goodness, sorry about my cat. Making noise in the background. But really, this is what will keep us present with our experience, is that breath. Hopefully you're getting warmed up. I'm actually feeling pretty warm right now. Another round of breath. And then we'll go ahead and bend the front knee. Place both palms down and bring your left leg high, three-legged down dog. Bend your knee, open your hips. Stay with it for a few breaths. You can always modify this with the knee on the ground and do the same thing. But then you want to stack your joints if you're going to find a tabletop. You can rotate the ankle. You can open up the hip here and find those hip circles. And one more breath, and then drop your left foot down. Maybe come down to your knees for a moment for a quick sip of water. I got my big jug with me. And we will move on to the second part of our series. So hopefully you're starting to get warmed up, and let's get into the next part. So let's actually start, let's start in down dog. We'll find our way to the top of the mat. So step or hop, top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, go ahead and come up into a chair pose. Lift your heels and then sit down onto the backs of your heels. It's called toe pose for a moment. We'll separate the knees. Drop down to your hips here. Drop all the way down to your seat. And we'll take a boat pose. So let's start with the hands behind the knees. Find a good spot to rest on. Shins parallel to the ground. Lift your sternum, roll the shoulders back. You can stay here. You can release your hands. You can work the legs straighter. If you're like, nope, that's okay. Find where you can still stay with your breath and your intention. This will be our first set, so we will build on this. And maybe this is where I go today. I'm holding the knees and straightening the legs. So whatever variation you want to take, go into it. A couple more breaths. You can even put your hands behind your back if you're feeling that instead. Two more breaths together. Right, if it doesn't challenge us, it doesn't change us. So stay with it and then cross your ankles. Rock and roll all the way up to the hands. Step back to high plank and hold high plank. Let's roll to the left or the right, whatever side you want to roll to, and open up for a side plank. I'm having my feet stacked, but you can always stagger the feet, or you can bring your knee underneath your hip and find that variation. Another breath here. Back in a high plank or tabletop for the other side as you roll into side plank on the other side. Press into the bottom hand, reach through the top hand. Breathe here. Another breath. Back to high plank. If you want that chaturanga, go for it. Up dog, inhale. Right, you're the one keeping yourself accountable. Downward facing dog. Right leg high, inhale. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, back up high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. We're gonna have our fingertips on the ground or blocks or whatever props you're using, and we're gonna hop switch our feet 4 times. So 4, 3, 2, 1. So the right foot is forward, and we're gonna come up into crescent lunge. Big breath in, reach up. As you exhale, warrior 2. And take a moment to set up your warrior 2. Sink into your front knee, push into the pinky edge of your back foot. Open the arms, take an inhale. Exhale, settle in, shoulders over the hips. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, come forward. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, bring your left hand down, back toes curl under. Bring your right arm high and gaze up to the ceiling. Right hand comes back down. Right leg maybe floats in chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg high, inhale. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Hop, switch 4 times. So get a little bouncy in the hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up for crescent. So you can always have the back knee down if you need a little stability. Otherwise, push through the heel. Rise up, crescent lunge. Use that breath. Keep connecting into it here. So you can have the back knee bent a little bit if you like to help neutralize this, the pelvic floor with your tailbone instead of having it kind of dumping out here or over tucking. Just kind of finding that neutral pelvic bowl. Arms up, warrior 2. Open it up. We don't have to be perfect in this practice, okay? Just allow yourself to be happy you're doing this and you're moving your body. Like, it's easy to get stuck, especially when you have like heavy emotions. It's easy to get stuck in a shape. So we want to move all that. Take an inhale. Exhale, extended side. Ooh. Inhale, reverse warrior. See, I'm not perfect, so you don't have to be perfect. I miss you guys at club form. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, come forward, extended side angle. Relax the shoulder back. Another big breath. As your right hand comes down, back toes curl under, left arm goes high. Take an inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Step back, left leg may be floating. Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Take some breaths here. Check in with yourself. Let's flow with it again. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good, and then from here, let's go ahead and look forward. And we're gonna go ahead and shift it into our high plank. And then we'll roll it to the left side plank. Maybe lift the right leg up. Keep the right leg lifted. Bring the right hand down, one-legged high plank. And as you exhale, we're gonna go ahead and come into the big toe edge of the back foot and take a fallen triangle. Maybe your right foot's on the ground or maybe it's hovered. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Left hand goes down, 3-legged down dog, and then drop it back and down. Let's go for the other side. Shift it into high plank. Roll to the right hand. Left arm high. Lift your left leg. Keep the left foot hovered, one-legged high plank. Left knee, right elbow. Shoot your leg out. Maybe it hovers or it's on the ground. Right arm high. Breathe here. One more breath. And then right hand down, left leg high, and drop it back and down. Right leg high, inhale. Exhale, bring it through low lunge. We'll just come up into crescent this time, right? I'm sure we're getting nice and warmed up in here. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Take an inhale. Exhale, left hand goes down. Right arm goes high, gaze up. Exhale, bring it back and down. Step back, right leg high. Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Left leg high, inhale. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Let's come up into crescent lunge. Big breath in. Warrior 2, exhale. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Take an inhale. Right hand down, exhale. Left arm goes high, inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Left leg back, inhale. Shift forward, exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Quick moment, if you need a sip of water or child's pose. Whew, I'm sweating. Good workout. Glad I can join you guys doing this. It's really healthy for our bodies, obviously, but even more for our minds, right? Like exercise, it does more for your mind than you could even imagine, right? So we got to keep ourselves strong physically, emotionally, spiritually through this, right? We're here, we're in this together. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm here for you guys. If you have requests, we can really make this interactive too. Let's get a little playful here. Try some stuff out in this last set. So take an inhale, exhale through your mouth. 2 more, inhale. Cool down a little bit. Inhale. Good. Find your way to downward facing dog. And from here, we'll go ahead and shift into high plank. Roll to your left hand, side plank. Let's take that tree side plank. I know you guys know this one. Lift your right leg up, foot below your knee or above. So tree on its side here. Inhale, exhale, tree high plank. Shift forward, either tree to your belly or tree chaturanga. Either tree up dog with the toes curled under, or you can lower all the way down and take like a tree cobra. Back to a tree down dog and then release. Woo! Left leg, or actually, I'm going to shift it into high plank. Roll to the right. Foot above or below the knee. Keep that shape. Keep the knee lifted into your high plank or shift forward, lower to your belly or chaturanga. Tree up dog, inhale. Woo, tree down dog. And release. Right leg high, inhale. Exhale, bring it through. Low lunge. Crescent lunge, bring it up. Exhale, this time airplane your arms. Let's interlace your hands. Reach your fist back. And actually, let's go ahead and move our left foot out to the left. So just scoot it out to the left and then drop your foot flat like you would like a warrior two. And from here, sink back into the front knee. Keep pulling the left hip forward. Shoulders are forward. We're going to take an inhale to back bend. As you reach your fist down, puff up through the heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold to the inside of your right knee. Move your fist over your head for humble warrior, and then push into the pinky edge of the back foot so you can feel the arch lifting here. Breathe into this, letting your head really bow to your heart. Let the energy of your heart, of that sacred wisdom in your heart, spill down into your head. One more breath. Slowly come up on the inhale. Slow, slow. Warrior one. Arms go up. Open to warrior two. So you move your back foot, open the arms. Inhale to reverse warrior, and this time straighten the front leg. Reverse triangle. Reach it up. We're going to go into triangle, so we really want to feel the hips shift back. So shift the hips back. Arms are parallel, and then reach as far as you can. When you're like, can't reach anymore, then keep your torso where it is. Engage your core for this. And go ahead and go to the inside of your calf with your knuckles. Take your top hand, draw a line from the inside of your bottom hand, draw a line straight up. Straighten the arms out, open the hands, breathe here. Maybe even lift your toes. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Now, we're going to transition this. So we're going to bring our hands to our hips, and you're going to maybe bend the front knee a little to make this easier. We're going to move the left foot back out to the left, like warrior one legs. You're going to keep the front legs straight. So you're going to really pull the hips forward here. Back foot is flat. We're going to lengthen the spine here, and then we're going to twist to either the outside of your thigh, knee, calf, or all the way to the outside of the foot, and then reach the right arm high. So a lot of this twisting we were doing earlier is preparing for this pretty deep expression. You can have a water bottle under your hand. You can even go outside of your leg. If it's hard to go all the way down, don't worry about it. It's really anti-yoga when we're forcing a pose, so stay away from forcing your body into a posture. Breathe here. Another 2 breaths. 1 more. And then we'll go ahead and bring the hands down, bend the front knee, back toes curl back under. If you want that chaturanga, you can go for it. Otherwise, it's fine. If you want to skip it, I wouldn't even know. Downward facing dog. All right, one more time for the other side. Left leg goes high on the inhale. Exhale, bring it through. Low lunge. Good. From here, we'll go ahead and make our way into our crescent lunge. Come up. Airplane your arms. Interlace your fingers. And then we're going to go ahead and reach our chest back up. So we want our heels on separate train tracks, about hip distance or a little wider. So you're going to move your right foot out to the right, flatten it out, so your right toes are pointing on an angle towards the front of the room, wherever the front of the room is for you. Get the hips forward, sink back into the front knee without losing the without collapsing in the back foot, without losing that arch. Take an inhale, puff up through the chest, exhale back, bend, reach your fist down. Stay here. One more, and humble warrior. Slow, take your way down. Move your left shoulder on the inside of your left knee. Reach your fist over your head. Let your head drop, shake it out. Breathe here. Again, humble warrior. Releasing the ego in this moment, because you know you're safe. You're in your home, right? It could be like, hopefully, the safest place you can feel. So allow yourself to let go of the ego, letting go of your guard, anything that you can for this moment. Slowly come up. You don't want to rush it. Inhale, come up. Maybe another inhale. And then we'll go ahead and make our way into our warrior two to reverse triangle. So you're going to straighten the front leg. You can lift the toes up and keep the ball of the foot down. So from the front toes to the top hands, this nice long line reaching up. Try not to rest too much in the back hand, but you can rest a little bit if you'd like, but lifting out, so we're creating a little more space here instead of like completely crunching it. Take an inhale and exhale for triangle. Arms parallel to the ground. Little attitude in the hips. Reach, ooh, hip popping. Reach, 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 reach. And then knuckles on the inside of the calf. Press into the calf. So we're like expanding back into it. Open the hands. Lengthen everything. Create more space as much as you can. Couple more breaths. Hands to your hips. Now we'll come back up with our torso. Look forward. You're going to move your right foot again out to the right, just like we had with warrior one. And we're going to have the hips forward, still pushing the pinky edge. Then lengthen your spine as much as you can. Reach your arms forward. And then take your right hand outside of your left leg, anywhere you want it to land. Left arm goes high. This is our revolved triangle. There's a lot going on here. Give yourself credit for whatever version you've got. Send out some gratitude for your body. Instead of judging it or focusing on what you can't do, focus on what you already are, everything you're capable of, how strong you really are. Not just talking about physical strength, right? But being vulnerable is being really strong as well. Take an inhale. And then exhale, hands down to the mat. We'll go ahead and step back into high plank. If you want that one more chaturanga, go for it. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale to child's pose. Any version you like. Any resting posture is good here. And we'll start to work on a little bit more core, and then we'll back bend and take it down. Little final twist. So let's go ahead and find our way to a seat. We're going to interlace our fingers with our heels down, and we're going to pretend we're like rowing down the ocean, like we're in a boat, and we're rowing in the ocean, or whatever you want it to be, going back and forth. So as you do this, If you want, you could do this the whole time, or you can come back to this. We'll take it up, feet up. Maybe feet a little higher. If you're like, I'm good here, stay here. If you want to straighten the legs, you can go for that. You can also dip down as you're going down with the arms, dip down through the legs. Whatever breath you got, try to stay with it a little bit longer. If we can have a really strong core, it's going to make us feel stronger off the mat too, right? We're going to feel really strong in our values, really strong in our belief in ourselves through life. Just a couple more. One more each time. Drop the feet, fingertips pointed, lift up, reverse tabletop. Exhale through your mouth. 2 more breaths. One more. Slowly drop it back and down. And we'll scoot about to the middle of the mat. And just looking at the time back there. Bring your knees in, bring your hands down. Move your knees in circles. So we're massaging the lower back and the outer glutes around the tailbone. Go both directions. If you need more, straighten the legs out as much as you'd like. Do the same thing. That'll be a little more core engagement for you. And the legs don't have to be perfectly straight to do that. You'll still feel it, right? And from here, happy baby pose, knees wide. You can grab the feet, you can grab the big toes, whatever you're feeling. I like to hold it still, and I like to also straighten the legs out. So if you like to rock, that's okay, whatever version you need. But you really use that breath to like settle into it, to release any tension. Again, we don't need to have this armor on right now when we're in our home, right? We can allow ourselves to let that go, put it down, hopefully feeling a little lighter and a little release, a little that release at the end of this class. Another round of breath. Bring your knees back in, and then drop your feet down, lift your hips, and we'll come up into bridge. Knees over your ankles, feet and knees are hip distance. Lift your hips up. Maybe you interlace your hands underneath you. Squeeze your shoulders together. Neutral neck. Once you lift up, try to relax the glutes a little bit. Because we're in a society that feels like perpetually tight glutes, right? So try to release them a little bit once you lift up. Slowly lower down to a fallen bridge. Knees together, feet apart, and then flatten out your lumbar spine so that you really feel your belly button pulling in. You're almost like tucking your tailbone under a little bit so you can relax that lower back, create a little space there. If you like to rock the legs left and right, again, that's always available to you. Go for it. Just checking the time. All right, so we're going to wrap up with another minute before final Shavasana. So if you'd like to keep your right knee in and straighten your left leg long, you can go for a nice supine twist here. Reach over the right shoulder. So my palm is up, so it keeps the shoulder open, and keep the right shoulder down. Use your left hand to guide your left knee over. Allow the inhales to kind of just gently pull you out, and the exhales to bring you back in. We're slowing it down. And we'll switch it out for the other side. Pull your right knee back in. Straighten the right leg long. Bring your left knee in. Pull it in here. And gently move it over your body. Keep the left shoulder on the ground no matter what. And find your edge, right? Find where you can could be a little uncomfortable. It's okay, right? Because there could be growth there, but we're not in pain. And remember, everything I say in these videos, it's on you. I'm here just to suggest and guide, but you know, right? This is your body, so listen. Get quiet enough to listen to what it is your body needs instead of what the mind thinks. Like, listen to the intelligence that's innately built into your body. Trusting yourself, really getting to know yourself on the mat. Keep settling your left shoulder down. One more breath here. And then gently bring both knees in. Give yourself a hug. And if there's anything else you need, like, you could always pause this, take more. If you need more time in Final Shavasana, you can do that as well. We're going to open up for Final Shavasana. So during these classes, I can't play music because of copyright reasons, and it's too hard to hear me if there's music. So if you like to play music in the background during these videos, you can. Right now, you could like turn your lights down. You could put on nice soothing music. You could have any kind of way that you want to set it up. Just make it your little sanctuary. We're going to open up for Final Shavasana. Palms up, feet open. Close your eyes. There should be no effort here, really. Natural breath, and just let it go. Let the ground come up to hold you. Let go as much as you can. You're in your home. You're safe. Send out some gratitude. Listen to any sounds you hear. Just make a mental note and then come back to being right where you are. There's going to be distractions at home, but if you build that strong, resilient core and sense of sanctuary within you, you could go there whenever you need it. Notice the peace that you feel and how important it is to move your body and to stay connected to you. The more we show up for ourselves, the more we can really show up for others in different ways. This practice is a discipline. It's something that we're never going to stop doing, right? It's something that's so worth it because you are worth it. And the world needs the best versions of us out there, right? Or inside. Start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Deepen the breath. Again, you're welcome to stay here longer. Like, you're at home if you're like feeling it, and you're like, I'm just gonna soak up this amazing energy. You can just marinate it as long as you need. But start to deepen the breath so you can create some movement. Start to move through the wrists and ankles and your elbows and knees. Maybe move your head left and right as you gently make your way up to a seated pose. So if that means bringing your knees in and rolling to the side, or if you like rolling forward and back, any way you want to get there, I just want you to find a really tall seat so that, again, we're finding long spine, creating space, releasing the tension. However you want to sit, you don't have to sit like this. I like sitting like this. It's not good for most people's knees. We're going to go ahead and bring our hands to prayer. Take a big breath in together and a bigger breath out. Seal the lips, maybe a little smile on that face. You've made it through your asana practice for today. Thumbs to your third eye center. Take an inhale. Exhale, bowing to the teacher in all things. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be doing these twice a week, posting them so that they can show up every Monday and Friday, just like our regular classes. I really do miss you guys, so if you want to reach out to me, I am here to talk, and these sessions will be on Club Form's website. So let all the other members know if they haven't gone on yet, because we're still a community, and we're going to stay strong through this. So love you guys. Take care, and I'll see you next session. Bye.